Hi guys, what's up? So I'm going to talk about some traits and characteristics on this video, and also about marriage, how to improve your marriage and your parameters, stats parameters, and overall how to improve your unit or your house as a whole. Okay, so first off, let's go to castle. So let me just show you just pretty quickly, guys, my um, houses. So let me just show you how um, let me just give you or show you an example on how to improve your house. Okay, so here's one example, this durian or durian as I call it. Let's go to lineage. Okay, so let's click lineage. It's here. Okay, so let me just talk about some simple tips here, guys. Okay, so just pay attention. So um, the first owner or the leader of this house is Jafar. Okay, the founder. And Jafar is not a baron or a knight. I just bought this title. Okay, the title. Not until I tried to buy because let me explain the house role first. Okay, so the house role is uh, I build this one for mainly for support and probably later on as a magic damager. It's because I made another house is because it's hard to find a support with 101 members. It's really it's messy, guys. It's really messy to try to figure out where is your support unit at the time or what. It's really hard to really find your members. I mean it takes time, it's like it's untidy, so that's why I made another house, mainly for support or magic damager later on, but mainly for support. So anyway, how to improve? Okay, let's go back on how to improve your house standing. So, anyways, so I bought Jafar. I bought many character, for the seal character in hope of they have this bloodline, high elf. So luckily I found this guy here named Jafar, and after that I bought the two titles. Before you can upgrade him to Baron, you need to buy the knight title, okay, and then upgrade it to Baron. In order to do that, you need. That's why it's important, guys. Okay, that's why it's important to get a reputation on the houses, which is I would like to advise you to improve house signing to trusted. Why? Because house signing already has like 34k as a default after you finish the chapter 6, right? So it is much easier to improve that house than the other house, right? It's much easier to improve it to trusted. Okay, so that's what you're going to get to that's what you're after on the house siding. Okay, so you can buy knight title and a baron title. Okay, that's important. The baron title, guys, to improve your standing on the house or your overall what you call that, standing, or you to improve your whole unit, right? So let's go back here, try to explain it further a bit better. So, like this one here is well improved. Still trying to improve this one, but my Prescott house is very well improved now. Is like this. So, like I said, right? When you get the Baron title, that's why it's important to get a reputation, right? So, if you get a Baron title, you can now try to marry them to a higher rankings, the Earl, right? So, before that, before I explained how to marry an Earl, guys, just let's just uh, uh, look here for a little while. So, tips on how to improve your overall house. like what I did on the Prescott house, and then I get messed up. Messed up. It's like this, guys. So um, Jafar has a 12% high elf, right? And then I got lucky with her. I married her to she's originally a Fordrasil with a high elf blood, like the date said. But I didn't know that she has a 37% high elf blood, higher than the Fordrasil. So that's lucky for me. I didn't really look for the face. I know her face has something to do with her bloodline, but I didn't expect it to turn 37%, right? The house high elf. So that's I just got lucky with her. So anyways, moving on. Jafar's descendant is I have four descendant from Jafar. So these two here, last two, has no real blood, noble bloods, right? Just a common blood. So the tips on the here how to cut your bloodline, like if you have a good bloodline here, like this, high elf 37, right? So if you have a good prospect of a bloodline, like the elder is only 12%, right? You can just cut the others. How to cut the other bloodline is like this. Once they get to a certain age, like when they get matured, like 15, age 15 is their maturity. You can hire them, right? And after you hire them, you can fire fire them, right? So or maybe just don't fire them if you, if you want, but don't let them marry. So that's but it's what I do is fire them directly. So I won't get it. They won't get flood your your house, and you're going to try to look for it's kind of messy when they get to so many of them. Try to uh, look for your unit, try to scroll down, so it's going to be a mess up. So that's what I'm doing, so they won't appear on the troops when you fire them. So that's what I do, what I did I'm doing here on this house, Doreen. So I fire these two, and that's how you cut the bloodline. So my elder, I didn't fire her yet. In a hope for, let's click her descendants. In hope of the elder might get a higher standing on the bloodline. Um, in hope for uh, whether she can pass a higher blood, right? But she didn't. And got a 12% on this guy here. I married her. So she didn't get a higher standing. That's why. And here is also 12%. And the other two would be, oh, there's another 12%. But I'll probably cut her, uh, and we'll just focus on Doreen. That's why I named him after the flag, after the house. Because, of course, when you get a baby, you can see their bloodline, right? How high their blood is. So that's why I named her Doreen. But anyway, that's just an indicator that I will focus on this unit here to improve this house overall. Okay, so to improve this house, this one, you need a better bloodline, right? So I'm just going to focus here on this guy here. I named Doreen after the flag house, and I'm going to focus on his descendants, like Aza, his elder, has 50% high elf bloodline. That's nobility bloodline, by the way. Okay. And her second child is has 62%. Okay. I married Doreen. Doreen has 37%. I married Doreen. Is even an incontinent. But I still managed to increase their bloodline. I married him to devout baroness. Okay, has 25% nobility bloodline. That's high elf nobility. Okay. So judging by their by his hair, his bark, the stigma is what you call it, the stigma, the bark, and also the eyes. It's red. When you look upon the eyes of the elves or the Fordrasil, it's important to get the red eyes. That's a high indicator of a higher bloodline. Okay, that without the red eyes, that means it's a common eyes. Also the stigma, the better the stigma, like let me show you guys just pretty quickly. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's just go to Silver Windberg. Okay, let me just give you some tips about haircut. Oh no, there's no stigma here, or the bark here. um you can, oh my god, you can check the stigma or the face line here like this. Like it costs 200, right? That stigma, this stigma costs 200, or the mark. There are other stigma that cost 500. Okay, that means this stigma right here is higher nobility, right? That's how you check when you check on dating, or your castle dating, or your the or festival. It's important to check that stigma, guys, that higher stigma. So better to know. Yeah, better to memorize all the stigma of uh, signing high list. Or maybe if you want to improve your high list, let's say high list, okay? Your high list, just go to Shield Cadital, okay? And check all the marks there, okay? Check all the line marks there, and see what's the 500 silver cost. So you will know what you want to get from the marriage, okay, on the house side, house seal, right? But here, uh, what what I wanted to do here early was to just really, I didn't plan to really I didn't targeted this, like I'm going to get a red eyes or a very good mark. I just buried this one right here, this high elf, because it's really difficult to get a high elf. You always get a Fordrasil on your dating. You always get a Fordrasil. It's rarely to get a uniform like that, white, which is a high elf. So once I get a high elf, I automatically, I don't read all the details. I just click accept or try to marry her. So which I did, and I got this one, and their combination give me this, okay, and an increase, like if you have a 50%, their eyes will turn white. It's like they're blind, but that's the indicator of the higher bloodline on elf, starting probably on 50. Okay, so take note, guys. That's the white, from the red eyes to white. That's the highest, the white eyes on the high elf, probably, at least, guys. So I don't know, maybe there's another higher white eyes, or I don't know, because Siding has yellow eyes, or other, what you call, the Souses had yellow eyes, golden eyes, right? But the high elf probably has white, or I don't know. What, I don't know if there's a higher eyes, or maybe black or whatever. But this is the highest, the white, from high elves. Okay? And the mark, I'm not familiar with the high elf mark or the Fordrasil mark. So I don't know if her mark is like it costs 500 or 200. I don't know. But her hair costs 200. I know her hair costs 200. On the barber shop, you can just really sneak peek what what costs and what costs less. Means if it's costly, it's probably an indicator of a higher nobility. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so just memorize the barbershop. Go to barbershop, see all the hairstyle and the marks. That's a tip for you guys. Uh, Apart from the eyes, of course, eyes is originally from them. So yep. Oh, is that bluish white? I don't know if that's bluish white or just white, because she he only has 37%. Okay, so that's her dad. This is her son. I don't know if there's a difference on the eyes, guys. So you'll be the judge of that, guys. But it's still young, and their eyes isn't developed yet. You can see it from their eyes when they're still young. Okay, so she has 62 percent nobility bloodline. Okay, and her daughter, I called her witch because she has 62% nobility bloodline. And I'm just going to show you why I call her witch is because where's your son? I mean daughter. I even because of this stats parameter. So that's just 62%, and I already got one S, one A, and two B. That's crazy, right? That's high. It's like 80 or 90 already. Okay, she doesn't have even a title, or probably yet, because she's still a baby. But what I want you to notice, guys, is I don't know if this mark is. Oh my god. Wait. Wait a minute. Don't get disconnected. Okay. 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 Oops. Sorry. Where is she again? This is what I'm talking to you guys. When you get so many members, it's really it's gonna get messy. It's going to hard to find your character or your unit. Okay, here we are. So I don't know if this mark is is higher nobility or lower nobility. Okay, but his eyes is red. That's one indicator, right? Like I said, and I don't know about the hair, but what I know about the hair is if the hair got braids or braided or has long pigtail back is a sign of a higher nobility. But I don't know about this guy here. And even her profile traits, it's careless. So she's boorish. But overall, I got her first daughter like this. So it's crazy parameter already. I don't know if uh, high elf is like this. It's easy to get the stats high, or I don't know. He will have the same name. That's an NPC name. This is not my unit. Okay, so that's my unit here. High elf, 37%, with boorish traits. The only traits she has. So that's about for the face here and on the houses. Let me show you the um, house Prescott first, guys. Lineage. So let me show you this one first. This one guy has the golden lens eye, guys. So she got a permanent scar, which means he got a reduced lifespan, right? But her lifespan still reached 115, and he's not even uh he's he's a house signing, not a high elf. Because high elf has high lifespan, right? So he's even 37%, but he's dazzling. Okay, so he's got a golden eyes. So I'm just trying to say, probably all the golden eyes character has higher uh, lifespan, especially when you get the blessed mark, right? Like the blessed mark right here. right there, mark of house signing. So that's about the tips on the house, and now let's go talk about how to marry um, your character to a higher rank like Earl. Like that's the most important thing here, to marry an Earl before the final uh, title, the Duke, which I still doesn't have luck to marry a Duke. Even if I try to date a Duke, it's still difficult. Haven't gotten a Duke yet. So, but from Baron to Earl, it's probably easy when you get this title. So let me show you the titles, guys, of my characters. Let's go to troops. Right, this one I think. Family. Okay, this one, guys. So this is an NPC. This is my unit. Okay, so she's a Baron, titled Strawberry, and this is an Earl titled Vanilla. They are this is what I call profile titles. Okay, so it's important to know their titles. So, and also it's important to have this title, guys, in their profile pic. Okay, so let's just check this Vanilla Earl. So as you can see, Vanilla Earl, apart from the ring, only has shy. Okay, shy traits. Okay, that's the trait of Vanilla Earl, but that it doesn't mean it's bad, even though, like they say, the bad traits, which is the red name, okay, the red name is a bad trait, is because of it has a negative lifespan, so it has a reduced lifespan, but that's okay because we need those traits like strawberry. Let me show you. Like strawberry has, apart from this, sometimes the strawberry you get a title strawberry on other units. Sometimes you get negligent, but the strawberry title only has money loving. That's all there is on strawberry. But sometimes, like I said, you get negligence or shy, additional negative traits on the strawberry or the vanilla. Okay, so what I want to talk about the vanilla here or the strawberry is it's important you it's important for your character to have vanilla or strawberry. There's another. This is the higher traits title from charming, handsome, or gorgeous. Based on my experience, of course, because it's easy. For me, it's easy to marry when I have a strawberry unit, like strawberry unit. What's that name? Like it's like a food, okay, or a vanilla, right? Title. Apart from them having, they can, even if they have strawberry, they can also have charming traits somewhere here, or extremely charming, or aura of charm. So that's really a bonus, guys. It's way much easier if you have those. Like if you, let's say you have a strawberry title, right? And then you have charming, aura of charm, extremely charming, like those traits, you will definitely get an Earl. So you might as well target a better Earl, right? Like not like this. But judging from his appearance, you will think his bloodline is below 37, but it's really hard to pinpoint, or really just if you're really judgmental about the face, sometimes you'll miss the 62%. So I don't know why I pick it. Maybe it's because he looks strong, or he looks like a fighter. So what I thought is back then is maybe he's got a higher bloodline. So which I'm not mistaken, okay? So you can't really judge from the face. Anyways, so that's about the strawberry and the vanilla. So like I said, this is a strawberry, a baroness, my unit, married to an earl. Okay? So, oh my god. Wait up, guys. Oh my god. Okay, let's just reconnect.